demonic order of the sword, a One Punch Man theory. So let's imagine if the members of the Holy Order of the Sword, and there are Atomic Samurai, Nichiren, Zanbai, Amahare, with the exception of Harakiri, consumed the master cells, how powerful would they get? Alright, so let's take you back where it all began. Chapter 69. Atomic Samurai was meeting with his fellow sword masters. His disciples were waiting outside. Slicing shemale indicated that this meeting is taking longer than the usual, up to 3 hours and counting. The reason for visiting the Holy Order of the Sword was to press them to participate in this hero hunting and put an end to this folly, because this thing is getting out of control. After that, Bushido Carry to say how they should form a team as fast as possible to cut the hero hunter down. They imply that Atomic Samurai has great admiration for Bang, as he trusts that he did train Garo well, and of course he did, as Garo was able to take down 2 S-Class with no major injuries. The meeting opens up with the respected member of the Holy Order of the Sword, Nichiren. By the way, the name Holy Order of the Sword was mentioned in the manga, so I'll use that. As I mentioned, Nichiren said that the hero hunter has beaten a member of his school, and that is Spring Mustachio, the S-Class that is accompanied with Golden Ball. So I'm assuming he's not gonna overlook this incident. He's gonna take it personally. He then asks if there are heroes that are stronger than him. Atomic Samurai replies that he will bring some for Nichiren to judge, and he is referring to Bang. How funny is this? Nichiren is going to judge the Silver Fang. I wanna see Silver Fang meeting the Holy Order of the Sword. How epic would that be? But I think Bang is the strongest until proven otherwise. But Atomic Samurai explained that he cannot contact him right now, as he has closed his dojo after expelling his last student, Sharanko. Nichiren said that maybe he is ashamed of his pupil's action. That's why he refuses to talk to anyone. And I think he is partially right on that. Amahare, another strong respected member of the Sword, said maybe he is putting his affairs in order in preparation for dying. Alright, this is actually a very interesting take on this matter. In the One Punch Man OVA, Bang was tracking Saitama to teach him how to use the flowing water rock smashing fist. He mentioned if there won't be an heir, like there won't be anyone to carry Bang's legacy to flowing water rock smashing fist, it will end with his death. And that actually makes sense. Zanbai, the third member, said that maybe he is preparing to sacrifice himself. What? Zanbai, I can't understand what you're talking about. I really don't. I don't see what he's implying here. Be that as it may, Atomic Samurai said that Bang might actually lose. The member questioned how. You said that you consider him an elite fighter, right? Kamikaze replies that Master Bang treasured his pupil and he might actually spare his life when push comes to shove. Atomic Samurai said that they need to find him and strike him down as fast as possible. Some fan might disagree with me on this, right? But I think if Garo is to face Kamikaze at this time, he would be killed by the S-Class. Like, I'm talking about the Garo that fought the S-Class, Metal Bat, and Tank Top Master. I'm talking about the pre-awakened Garo, not the awakened Garo. Amahare said that he would mobilize his student. Other members agreed to help as well, except for one that was sitting there silently, drinking his sake. He expresses his mind after they done talking. Here is what Harakiri has to say. Is this boring conversation over yet? Harakiri might be a disrespectful member within the Holy Order of the Sword, but he did mention some interesting facts, to say the least. Harakiri said that if his pupil went rogue, then it can be considered as a sign that Bang is actually getting weaker. He might be right on this, because of old age. Then he said that what they should seek is not friendship or wealth, but the pursuit of our skill, the strength of the sword that has carried us too far. Nichiren reached out to him and tell him, alright, that's enough, you drank too much and things like that. But Harakiri still has something real special to talk about. Man, Harakiri has to be the most disrespectful samurai ever. He reached and grabbed some monster cells, throwing them down in front of all the other members. The members of the Holy Sword are surprised at the sight of this abomination, pulsing monster cells. So Harakiri carried on to explain that once you consume monster cell, it will increase your strength and give you longer lifespan. he takes a stand and threatens to kill all the members if they do not consume it. Now there is something interesting worth mentioning. Zanbai and Amahare were sweating. Like that's all you need to know on how powerful they are. Alright guys, you get my meaning. But Atomic Samurai and Nichiren weren't moved at all. Nichiren actually was preparing to fight. He told Harakiri, your joke ends here. I'm assuming that Nichiren maybe is gonna like block his attack and then cut him in half or something like that. Maybe he could at least do that much. Harakiri transforms into a monster, and this is actually very interesting. I think Harakiri can revert back to his human form after consuming the monster cells, similar to the Dew, Gale of the Wind and Hellfire, because we did not see him actually consume the monster cells. He was a human when he were meeting with them, but he was able to transform, and I'm assuming after the long years of training, he's actually can master the monsterization and not go berserk. I think Harakiri can revert back to his human form after consuming the monster cells. We do remember that those who did train very hard are capable to control the monsterization and not go berserk like I mentioned before. As Harakiri transforms, he explains that those who will disagree will die. Maybe Amahare was sweating because he was the first to be executed and he was sitting the nearest to Harakiri. Also, he did tell Atomic Samurai that the Master Association told him to kill Atomic Samurai regardless. So he counts down to 3 and then he reaches for Atomic Samurai, the farthest one. After that we know what happened. As Atomic Samurai was too fast for him, Harakiri was disintegrated from his existence. But what if the Holy Order of the Sword consumed the Master Cells? Let's go one by one. Zanbai is the first in line as he does not appear to be that powerful. If I had to make a guess, I think he's in the demon, like the low demon territory, alright, because he was sweating. He was afraid of Harakiri. Maybe Harakiri is stronger than them. I'd give him actually the disaster level demon if he did monsterize. In his human form, I think he's like low demon to very strong type. I just can't find enough evidence to label him otherwise, alright guys. Let's not forget to mention his 0 feats. The same thing can be said about Amahare. He appeared to be tough at first, but then when he was sweating as Harakiri drew his blade and threatened to execute the 4 of them, like it's a giveaway on how powerful they are. But my concern is Nichiren and Atomic Samurai. What if these two consumed actually the monster cells? Master Harakiri, I think he is demon at best. Some fans might disagree. Some fans might think that he is a dragon. I don't think that he is dragon. I think Atomic Samurai is a dragon, and if he consumes the monster cells, he will be a high dragon. Alright guys? Alright, here are the non-dragon if they consume the monster cells. Harakiri, Zanbai, Amahare. I think Nichiren is going to be dragon level. He seems to be very strong. He seems to have like that experience in the battlefield, in being a samurai, handling weapons like the sword. Also, we do see that Atomic Samurai have a high respect for him. Alright guys, so Nichiren might actually transform into a dragon. He appeared to be very powerful, but I do not think that he is more powerful than Bang, alright? I'm not being biased here. Bang is insane. I don't have to explain why, you guys know it for those who watched the anime and read the manga. Alright, now let's come to Atomic Samurai. What if Atomic Samurai consumed the monster cells? Can you even begin to think about it? It's going to be insane. Atomic Samurai is already too fast, like he has this atomic slash. I think if he consumed the monster cells, he will be walking, cutting heads, you know guys? No one will be able to see it. No one. He will be extremely fast. I think even the S-Class will find it very difficult to take him down. And I assume that he can revert back to his human form, so maybe they won't doubt him or things like that. So, the real threat, if they did monsterize, is Atomic Samurai. Now imagine all of them as monsters. I named this video the Demonic Order of the Sword, theorizing in another way, alright? Maybe all of them are going to monsterize and become like another monster association. You know guys what I'm saying? But they are going to be extremely powerful. I really enjoy this theory. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. If you do like One Punch Man theories, please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified. Help me guys grow my community. I want to grow Blast Art. I want to reach further audience. Thank you so much for your continued support. You can also support me on my Patreon at just $1 and I will discuss your theory. I'm not monetized yet guys. Also you can follow me on my Twitter, participate in my One Punch Man Twitter polls, join our Discord, make your voice heard. Share your crazy theory with us. Everyone is welcome. I hope you are having a great day, and I hope you did enjoy my theory. Blast Art is out.